she liked to go clubbing and drinking with her girls and stuff. Like, okay, cool. But this particular moment in time, she knew she was pregnant. So she was pregnant with my daughter, but she didn't do all the right things to, take her prenatal vitamins and things, the nutrients and the minerals that needed for my daughter to stay healthy.
This story is absolutely wild, but just with how desperate some of these women are today and how it is that they move, I'm not even shocked anymore when I hear things like this. But my issue is that, bro, you knew she was a party girl from the get-go. When did you read that journal? Yesterday, Deontay went over to the Piers Uncensored show, and he had a lot to say. Over the past several years, Deontay has suffered many professional as well as personal lows, and he has a lot of stories to share because of it. And he's back into the spotlight because he has another fight that is upcoming. Nevertheless, he exposes his baby mom and as well as exposes his other two baby moms as well during his sit down with Piers Morgan. So we're going to go through that because I think that there's something here that is attracting him to the same type of woman over and over and over again. But nevertheless, we advocate for families and as well as we advocate for strong fathers. So let's break down what he said, what it reveals, and what it took, the cost. So let's get after it. Without further ado.
Deontay, you've got 7 children, like you said.
Yeah, man.
One is your daughter, Nia, I think it's how Nia, who was born with spina bifida, which is obviously a very serious condition. What impact has that had on your life? And
just real quick, before we go into that, I wanted to take a look at it because I think most people don't know what spina bifida is. Google describes it as a neural tube defect where the fetal spine fails to close properly during the first month of pregnancy, resulting in an exposed spinal cord and nerves. Symptoms can range from absolutely nothing to extremely severe, requiring lifelong care. And in many cases, they know before the child is born if they're afflicted with it. Anyway, let's get back into the content.
Your feelings as a father?
It had a strong impact on my life because I chose to keep her. Her mother didn't. Her mother tried to set me up, to have the baby. She ejected my sperm in her and ran in the bathroom and locked the door, and that's how we had her.
Really?
Yeah. Truth be told, she don't even know I know this.
Wow.
It should be
I'm
illegal.
telling it to the world.
How do you know that?
Okay.
I'm smart. When we was having sex, I used to, when I came, to come on her stomach.
Ooh.
I used to fold my towel nicely by the bed because I would want to wipe it off of her stomach. This particular time, she chose that she wanted to have a baby by me because I was the best thing that ever came into her life.
Okay.
Most of her relationships only last for 2 months or whatever because she was a promiscuous woman. I didn't know it at the time. I only found out this thing by reading her journal. She didn't know that I read her journal either.
When did you read it?
So during that time, I did what I do. I had a good nut,
Whoa.
and I nut on her stomach.
Jeez.
This time, I went and got the towel and tried to wipe it off, but she hit my hand so hard, I thought she hit my hand like a home run, like a baseball player do a baseball bat. But she screamed, "No!" as if she was being raped. She got up so quickly and ran into the bathroom and locked the door. 2 weeks later, she liked to go clubbing and drinking with her girls and stuff. Like, okay, cool. But this particular moment in time, she knew she was pregnant. So she was pregnant with my daughter, but she didn't do all the right things to, take her prenatal vitamins and things, the nutrients and the minerals that needed for my daughter to stay healthy.
This story is absolutely wild, but just with how desperate some of these women are today and how it is that they move, I'm not even shocked anymore when I hear things like this. But my issue is that, bro, you knew she was a party girl from the get-go. When did you read that journal? And if you knew all these things about her, why were you going raw dog in this savage of a young lady? You knew exactly what type of woman that she was. Let's not play dumb. Let's not play coy, because as men, we got to take accountability for every box that we go raw dog up inside. She was living that Krishan Rock lifestyle, might not make it. And in similar fashion, the child was born with a birth defect. And I hope that you got a DNA test after all of this, because she may have been trying to trap you. Even though at this point in the game, it would not matter because of the time that you put in with this little girl. But one of the many reasons why DNA tests should be mandatory at birth. Let's proceed.
You know, she just was worrying about this child having my child.
Damn, look at his
But my
hands.
child ended up with spina bifida. So going into the doctor's office, we had an opportunity to terminate the pregnancy, but it's just something in my heart. I just felt like she deserved to live. I wanted to take up on this opportunity of taking care of a girl that was born with spina bifida, a child that's in need. She needed me as I needed her. Her mother had no remorse, had no feelings about it, because she didn't even think I was gonna make the decision that I made. We were still in college. So she probably thought that I was gonna terminate the pregnancy so she can attempt to trap me again. You understand me? So when I dedicated myself to having my child, that was it, you know, that was my whole life. That was everything, you know. So from that point, I knew I couldn't go to school to be a professional athlete or anything like that. I had to dedicate everything to my daughter. I knew that school wasn't an option for me to be a professional, but I was in the school of hard knocks. I never looked for trouble, but trouble always came my way. So I've always had to handle myself streetwise, no matter what. You know, there's so many stories about me that I forgot that it even happened.
I believe it.
People have to remind me sometime, and I don't even remember. That's how many wars I've been in since a boy.
I believe it.
So when I hear about certain things, I keep my mouth closed, because sometimes I have a fading memory of certain things. I've done so much. I've been in so many fights. I don't even want to bring it up. Sometimes it give you PTSD. That's why I say when I come from how I was raised and stuff, like, although I was raised in a good family, but that don't mean, you know, that the devil is not here to intervene upon your father's prayers, upon your mother's prayers or your grandma's prayers, because the devil is listening too. And he's gonna come in and disturb as well. So I had many people to try to come and try to harm me and try to hurt me.
Where does your daughter live now?
She lived with me.
And has done ever since?
Oh, most definitely. And her life has been better ever since coming.
And do you
with
have
me.
any contact with the mother? Or?
Never. I blocked her. I don't want contact. Why?
Does your
She's a
daughter?
deadbeat.
Does your daughter ever see her?
I have 3 deadbeat mothers on my hand. You know.
3?
I had a vision I would have all my children, and God is so beautiful. He's so great. You understand me? I don't go and bash the mothers, though. I don't go and do that. I don't use my platform or certain things to say this and say that. I let life does what it gonna do. You know what I mean? I'm a beautiful father. You understand me?
I believe him
I
too.
love my children to death. When you have a father's love in the household, the success rate is through the roof.
He's right.
Through the sky.
He's
you know,
right.
I've been through all that where they want me to see my kids, where I had to take the milk and the Pampers and knock on it's there and try to make me a deadbeat, but that wasn't in me. That can't be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love my children too much to let them living in this world without a father. I've been through all that. So I always promote fathers, take care of your children no matter what.
When you hear Derek,
Listen, round of applause and much respect to Deontay Wilder in the way that he just said that. You could tell that he is a real man with real life experiences, and he understands the importance of an active father in the home, and that if you are active and you are present, that they have a better shot at life. He says it and he moves like that. What stands out here, and I think that these things are diametrically opposed, but let me just articulate it because maybe they're not, is that this guy has a big heart. He's a big dude with a big heart, and he's crazy as hell. You can tell if you watch him fight, you know he's crazy as hell, right? But through that big heart, what stands out is that sacrifice. He put it all on the line for a child with a birth defect. Put it all out on the line. The money, the career, the fame. He could have taken the easy exit out as what it seems, or from allegedly the mother wanted to take out, but he justified taking the high road and adjusted his life accordingly. Now, on the flip side of that coin, a lot of this love that he has within his heart, he incorrectly placed it, raw daddy, in some of these women. To have 3 deadbeat moms back to back, and they're all deadbeats, there's a selection error that's occurring. So although I said that they were opposed, I think they're actually related, but because he lacks structure on proper selection, much of that structure I give on this channel, because he lacked that, he chose incorrectly all of those times. And just because a father is there, and the statistics show how much better that the households are when a father is present, and I was raised by a single father, but there are things that I can admit I lack because my mother wasn't as present during my younger formative years. I understand maybe learning your lesson after the first time, but if you got 3 that you had to block, that's crazy. Let's go.
talking about a dream of walking his daughters down the aisle, do you think that will ever be possible with
For
with your
mine,
daughter?
almost definitely. Doctor said she would never be able to walk or never have a natural childhood ability or learning. But if God has something for you, then it ain't nothing that nobody can say. He is the doctor in the sick room. He is the best friend behind the bed. He is all things. So now, my daughter's 21. She just got a license. She's about to have a job as well. She got her own home.
Wow.
You know what I mean? What more to say? It's a beautiful thing.
It's a great story.
It's a beautiful thing. One day
She's
this
with
story
the best
will,
father.
Be told, and the movie probably will be presented
Yeah.
as well. How a father loved for a spinal bifida girl and what he did to risk his life to save a life come to pass. Been many narratives painted of me, put up on me, and for what reason, I don't know why. Because of people use a perspective of what they may see on TV or certain things, and he just or maybe the color of my skin. They may already project certain things up on me, but I don't put every fire that's trying to be built of me. My silence is golden, and that's what I use. I got a big platform that I could use and go and do, but that's just not of me. I don't do those things. I'm not knocking those that use it because I say, defend yourself. But my silence is golden.
Yeah.
I think it's an amazing story. I didn't know the half of that. I didn't
It's
not expect
amazing.
you to.
Man, I got 3 deadbeat mothers on my hand. But I only say, why you do the children like this? Because I'm no longer in your life, and the life is not like it used to be. But don't prosecute my child. Don't allow them to sit around and have to be in between of these things. Even with my ex-wife, that's my best friend. My ex-wife is my best friend, because co-parenting is a relationship, and we know how to do that very well, and we teach the other kids how to do that. Even with my girlfriend, we all go to trips, we all hang out together, we all do things together and stuff like that because we understand the objective, and that's to make sure these kids...
I have an idea for you.
Wow.
Get out of boxing and go and do a reality show, The Wilders.
That's a good idea.
Then we can get those 7 more, have 14 of them.
I'll produce it for you.
Yeah.
We'll do it as an uncensored
He said,
series.
I'll produce it.
Yeah, man.
Uncensored. Listen, Deontay, everything that he just said right there, I think as a man living in reality, you are 100% correct. Your silence is golden. Your silence promotes peace. Your action is worth its weight in gold because the words don't mean shit. However, you're an influential figure, my guy. I did not know this, and I do this. I understand the power of silence, but when you have eyes of people that you can influence, we should all know these things. So maybe you should take a Piers Morgan. I don't know if you should do a Piers Morgan now that I think about it, but maybe you should have some type of documentary, where people can see it, because these are the type of stories that we never hear. Because men like this keep silence, because they understand that silence is gone, but we in the digital era, we in the information era now. It's a lot different today. And now you can have an impact to change how people think by giving your own story or your own examples, how it is of how exactly that you move. Because if not for this, then for what? Then they popularize the complete other side of it. And it's usually people that don't look like you or I that's making the most amount of money off of that. But this perfectly encapsulates the struggles of strong fathers and the sacrifices that men may be enduring silently, and what it takes, the sacrifice that it takes to ensure that their child has the best shot at life possible. In order to end this off, I wanted to share with you guys a couple of Fathers Matters clips that I've brought. Enjoy.
Okay, but I want to help you. Stop acting like you don't need my help.
He said that.
Yeah, but you acting like you don't need my help.
Why is she riding the scooter like she knows what she doing?
Girl, excuse me. Excuse me.
I like the scooter.
Princess, you are only one. You really think you your brother's age?
Yeah.
I like my scooter.
Look at this. Go ahead, little girl.
I blame this on you.
She thinks she can hang with her brothers.
Yeah.
Come on, you ready?
She says she can.
Come on, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow her.
Okay, you gonna follow her?
Yeah, so I don't
Okay.
leave her behind.
So you don't leave her behind?
Yeah, because Juna already leave her behind.
Okay.
Okay, you ready, baby girl? All right.
All right, Mark. Get set. Go!
Come on. She said,
said she got this.
watch out.
Okay,
Okay.
come on. Yeah. You put your hands right there.
You want me to help you?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, she got
We
it.
cannot
Okay.
leave her behind.
That's right.
Nyla.
We
Not
gotta stay where we at.
That's right.
Yeah, but excuse me, lady.
If she don't have,
Excuse me.
if we leave her, we have to
Excuse me, pretty girl.
stay
I don't
where
like how
we
you feeling
are.
too independent.
That's right. She's your princess too.
You see that? Good. Okay.
All right, y'all ride y'all scooter so
Bro.
she can follow you.
Every time I try to help her. Okay, come
Cause she
on.
said she got it.
Come on. You ready? Girl. Oh, so you. I don't want to sit on the sideline and watch. I want to help you. I already told you, it don't matter. You could turn 30 all you want. I'm still gonna be there.
Two. I mean hard punches and then go aquapot and then go body. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2. Body. No. Hook. And 1. I show you.
Okay.
If I move my head
Okay.
and slip
Okay.
and go under it.
Go under it. Okay.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1. And you are going fast. Do it like,
I gotta step into it.
yeah, step into it.
Okay.
Turn your body with the hook.
Okay.
Here's what I want all of my G's to take from this, all right? Your decisions that you make up front will always be cheaper than the responsibilities that you create later. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Although Deontay seems to have decent relationships with at least some of his girlfriends, he's got 3 others that he said are deadbeats, all right? He was not choosing correctly. He was, in fact, choosing with the wrong head, but nevertheless has created 7 children, all of which I think he's a great father to, just listening to the words that he is saying. But inevitably, if he wasn't a multi-millionaire, him being a single father to 7 kids is, I mean, I've never even heard of no shit like that. I don't even know if that's fiscally possible, depending upon the government's intervention. But nevertheless, at the point that a child is involved, it stops becoming about you and about your preference, and it becomes duty. And you must understand that the system is not going to reward you for learning this late. They didn't reward him for learning this late, but he's beyond talented to reach the place in his career for us to all know his name in the way that it is, even still. But never put cross the bears or barriers up in front of you for no reason, all right? Act responsibly earlier on, and it'll pay miraculous dividends when you get over to my age, all right? 40 plus years old with options abound. It's a great place to be, okay? Nevertheless, hopefully you guys have enjoyed your stay here today. Drop me a line down below if you agree, you disagree, you bang with the content as I present it to you here today. And I appreciate you guys. Remember to keep on protecting yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, peace.